Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are on the Texas Brazos Trail to take a look at the National Mounted Warrior Museum in Killeen, Texas. Here at what was formerly called Fort Hood, now it's called Fort Cavazos. And you come here, and they used to have three different little museums. They've combined them all into one, and it's kind of better because you don't really need to check into the base anymore. I think you can just head directly to the museum and not have to worry about signing paperwork and doing this and doing that. You just head there, get to do your own thing. And I had a special tour guide. It was my friend Jeff who served here back in the late 19 no late 20 teens or something like that. But he was a good guide. He showed me around. He taught me a lot of the history that was there and showed me some sites and showed me some things. And I like this knife because I kind of sometimes get kind of stabby. Anyways, I like looking at all the different artifacts, and I learned a lot about the cavalry here. I got to see some of their weapons, and of course, you saw the American flag everywhere, which was pretty awesome. Also, it was kind of cool seeing the different guns that they've had throughout the ages and seeing how gun technology progressed as time went by. And now this is what we have, and it's pretty cool seeing that. Of course, my favorites are still like these World War I era type of machine guns, which always are kind of cool. But Mounted Warrior does count bikes also. Also, I love these like tank destroyer type of people. They seem to have been some pretty cool people. Also, one of the rules there is like if another tank gets hit, keep moving. It's not your tank. Um, Motorcycles also counted as mounted warriors. And here's one of the more famous patches that the mounted warriors have. It's nice and bright and yellow, and apparently it was pretty big because my friend Chef kept talking about how big it was and how he hated that. But you can come here, get to see some of the tanks, and also, once again, these tank destroyer people were awesome. I like their patches, and they had paraphernalia and even cups and dishes with that symbol on it. They were pretty proud of their tank destroying abilities. But tanks were and have been a pretty big part of the cavalry and all of that, so you get to learn a lot about history. You also get to learn about the helicopters that would show up and pick up all the medical evac people, which has a pretty interesting history. And then this block from a town in France during World War II, and some more tanks. And there's Jeff being silly. Um, it's a pretty good museum. Like I was afraid that they combined everything in one museum, and when I first got there, I'm like, really, just that area over there is the museum? But you come here, and as you can see, it's pretty much a maze, and it's pretty interesting, and they have a lot of information, a lot of details, a lot of artifacts. You get to learn a lot. It's pretty jam packed, and it also includes Elvis because Elvis served here. And there he is. Look at that guy. He wanted to be treated just like every other soldier, though. He didn't get any special treatment. So that's kind of good and cool of him. And his favorite weapon. I just want a bazooka to blow people up. Like I said, you come here, you get to learn a lot about people, a lot about their medals, and a lot about the history behind all of these people who sacrificed their lives and volunteered and served our country. And you get to appreciate what they did and how they fought and how they persevered and how they sacrificed. And we are thankful for all that because these people are great and they have provided for our country and they have given up for our country. So definitely go check out a military museum whenever you can. Pay your respects. Learn a lot. Probably that's one of the best things you can do when you come to one of these museums. And there's Schwarzkopf. He was my favorite back then. He just didn't seem like a bad guy. He just seemed like a big old teddy bear leading a whole army and stuff. And this is the last vehicle out of Iraq. Thankfully, we got out of there. And not all things are okay. Anyways, I like seeing all these weird tanks and seeing all the historic photographs because they provide a lot of information and give you a lot of details on things. And if you come here, make sure to check it out. It's in Killeen, Texas. And here's Jeff talking.
So this is all the units at Fort Cavazos. This was my unit right here, the 3rd Cavalry Regiment. Brave veterans.
Are you proud? Does that make you proud?
Sometimes.
Anyways, we're proud of you. Thank you all for watching. Go check out the museum. Bye-bye.